What's up, guys? It's HypoSlug here, and today I'm here to tell you about my worst first date. I'm making this video because, I've had people tell me that they really liked my story in the video that I did about my first car crash. And so, I figured, why not? I'll go ahead and warn you guys, it's pretty gross. So, it started out, this took place my sophomore year of high school. So this would have been about 3 years ago. I'm currently a freshman in college. So I had been talking to this girl for a while, and we had decided, let's let's actually go on a date. Like we had texted back and forth. We had FaceTimed each other, but like we'd never been out together on a date. So we were like, let's go on a date. Now I really wanted to impress this girl, so but I also didn't want to spend $100 for one meal. So my idea was, let's just go to Taco Mac. And for anyone who does not know what Taco Mac is, Taco Mac is like a sports bar, but it has like really good food. It's really like a southeast kind of thing. So we go to Taco Mac, and I'm wearing khakis and a button up. It's not like a nice place, but it's not like a Taco Bell or a McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A or something like that. Um, and I was also going through this weird phase where I would wear, khakis. I swear to you, not every day. Every day I was wearing khakis. So this was not like anything unusual. And the day before, I was really excited for this date. About noon on the day before, I caught this really, really bad stomach bug, and it was terrible. I will tell you that right now. It was terrible. Like I was blowing chunks out of both ends. Um, so, anyways, going into this date, I was like, I don't want to gross her out and tell her like, or I don't want to cancel the date because I was really looking forward to it. But at the same time, I don't want to go and like freak her out or gross her out because I'm showing up on to a date deathly ill. Um, but I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and try to tough it out. So I took some Tums, uh, blew some chunks out of both ends into the toilet before I left, and then we went to Taco Mac. And so when we get there, you I I immediately just feel my stomach churning and churning and churning, and I'm just like I gotta shit like now. And so the waitress takes us to our seat, and I look at her, at the girl that I'm on a date with, and I say, "Excuse me, I just need to go to the restroom real quick." And she goes, "Yeah, no problem." I go to the restroom. I'm in there for 5 minutes. I'm rushing because I don't want to make it seem like I'm shitting, even though I am. And it, it's so bad that I could smell it, that it made me want to just throw up immediately. But I didn't look at it, so I knew I was fine. So I flushed it and washed my hands and went back out to the table. I get out there, and we're talking for like 5 minutes. We get our drinks. I order a Coke, so because I just needed something to settle my stomach down. And we give our orders, and I bet that didn't take like 5 minutes, and immediately my stomach just it's going back again. It's going and churning and churning and churning. And I didn't want to like tell her, be like, "Excuse me, I gotta shit again," because then she'll know something's wrong. That's also not what you say to a girl. You don't just say, "Hey, I gotta shit. I'll be right back." Um, so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I know that if I don't like get up and go, that I'm going to shit myself. And so I think of it I just think of the first thing that comes to mind that's not, I gotta go shit. So I go, hey, I need to go wash my hands before we eat. And she's like, yeah, sure, like, go for it. And then as I'm in the bathroom shitting, which she thinks I'm washing my hands, I just think to myself, she probably thinks that I shit and didn't wash my hands, which is super weird that I even said that. And I can't like specify to her like, hey, by the way, I didn't shit and not wash my hands, because then that's weirder. Just yeah. So anyways, I shit, I feel better, I walk outside, or wash my hands, and I walk back to the table, and the waitress kind of walks out, and as I'm walking out of the bathroom, she's walking out with our food. Well, not within the same minute, that'd be super fast. But she walks out, she gives us our food, and then I look at my food and I realize that I possibly made the worst mistake that someone with a stomach bug could possibly make, and I got hot wings. Which means that not only am I going to have the shits, I'm going to have the spicy shits, which is probably the only thing worse than having the shits. And so, but I also can't just be like, you know what, I'm not hungry anymore, because that would also seem weird. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna muscle through it again. So I, I'm eating some hot wings, and I think everything's going okay. And 10 minutes roll by, and immediately I feel it. I feel it coming, and I can hear, I can actually physically hear my stomach churning. I'm like, this is not good. This is really not good. But I also can't say, I can't think of another excuse to go back to the bathroom. So I figured I'm just going to hold it. I'm just not going to think about it. I'm going to hold it in. I'm not going to think about shitting or throwing up. So I am just not going to think about it. Hopefully it goes away. And I would not be telling you this story if it went away. Because I got to this one point where I figured if I stand up, I'm going to shit myself. Because sitting down is the only thing keeping it in. But at the same time, if I stay here, I'm going to shit myself. So, in the middle of thinking what I can even do, I start to feel it, yo-yoing out my butthole as I'm trying to hold it in. I can't keep it in, and I think this is the only solid poop I took that entire stomach bug, and I start to poop, and I immediately get this like look of horror on my face, and I let it just slide down my pant leg and onto the ground. Just let it slide out onto the ground, and nobody noticed because we're in a booth, and it was closer to the window, it was up against the wall, it was, no one is really looking there, and so it slips out onto the ground, and I'm mortified. I am absolutely mortified. She hasn't noticed yet, nobody's noticed yet, but I noticed, and I am absolutely 100% mortified. So I finished the meal, and after the meal I say, hey, I'm gonna go wash my hands off from all these hot wings, And so I go and I shit again. I wipe, I wash my hands, and I go out. And somehow she hasn't noticed the shit. And we get the check, and we leave. And as we were leaving, I kind of just tossed the napkin on top of it, and I made sure to leave a big tip because I knew that whoever was gonna have to clean that up was not gonna be having a good day. So I I don't think I ever told her about it, and that's also another reason that um, I never specified the girl's name, is because I'm not, like, this is a real person and she doesn't know about it, so I prefer, kind of for her not to find out this way. Um, but yeah, that was we kind of hurried out of the taco mat because I did not want to be the person. I did not want to hear whoever went there to clean it up to pick up the napkin and just shriek with horror about that. So we left fast, and I don't think I've actually been to that taco mac since. Um, and so yeah, that's the story of my absolute worst first date. And yeah, I mean, I've told my current girlfriend that she thinks it's funny, but I probably will never tell my ex girlfriend that happened with the story because I'm pretty sure that she hates me for some reason. She doesn't realize that you know exes can still be friends, and we didn't break up because anyone cheated. We didn't even like have a bad breakup. We just broke up. Like, that's all it was. And so I probably won't tell her, only because the last thing that you want to tell somebody that hates you is a pretty deep, dark secret, which I guess now isn't a secret anymore since I just kind of told a story on YouTube about how I shit myself. Yeah. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Uh, I'll probably leave you guys with some more gameplay, or the rest of this gameplay, for you guys to watch. Um, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like button, comment down below what you thought about it. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.
Like a shot of adrenaline. Did you notice him doing something weird when we first got here?
Weird. Describe much of what Richtofen does.
Okay, need to find some ammo. Keep coming, I'll keep killing. this badly. I got power in my veins.
This is just the beginning.
Need to round up some rounds.
Time is our enemy. We must find the box.
I'm gonna have to resort to some old-fashioned ass-kicking if I don't get more ammo. Right after he popped himself, when we were holding back the horde, Richtofen knelt down over the body. Why?
Perhaps he was paying respects to his foreign self.
Fetch me their souls!
This is flavor unlike anything in Russia.
So, you gonna tell me what the fuck you were doing back there?
Dempsey, my dear, simple-minded American. You simply wouldn't understand.
See y'all in hell. Hoorah! No ammo. Well, this frickin' sucks.
Russians were not built to move so fast.
I may be a doctor, but I cannot cure you.
One of these days, I'm gonna bust this shit wide open and find out how it really works.
Double points.
Fortune smiles upon us this day.
Always running low on ammo.
Fire sale.
Alright, where's that friggin' box at?
Only to die another day.
Rapid fire lead slinger spreading peace around the battlefield. This just turns the fun knob right up to 11.
I almost pity any hell pig who dares run at me now.
Right after we got here, after you said goodbye to your evil twin, you did something strange.
Strange. Dempsey, you're really going to have to narrow it down. I must be careful. My teeth are brittle.
this'll buy me enough time to send out the beacon. Get the fuck out of this damn place once and for all. Need to remember the mission. Be sure the timelines aren't disrupted.